The Oak Park Golf Club in Surrey, England has a thriving junior academy. There's no better place to get a few tips about the fundamentals of the game.
Hi, my name's Gavin Grenville-Wood. I'm the head coach here. We have about 400 kids that come here every week on average to learn how to play this great game. Our philosophy is the power game. Hit the ball far and use your putter to finish it off. So why don't you come and join me and find out how you too can play the power game. Today's show is about pitching drills, how we can put into practice the things that we've learned in a practical situation that relate to the golf course. Distance control is one really key aspect of pitching, helping us gauge how far we need to carry a certain obstacle, whether it's a bunker, a lake, rough, a hill, and then having it roll out to the flag. Hopefully we get it close enough to get up and down. So I've got Will and Thomas here who are going to help us out with some of the pitching drills. I want to show you first of all how to hit the ball different distances with the same club just by relating your backswing to a particular time on the clock. Before we do that, don't forget some of the things that we've talked about already. Setup wise, grip down, hands forward, and then just make sure your ball position is slightly right of centre. Set up all well and good, but do make sure that the swing is governed by how much you turn your hips. So from here, it's just turning through into that position. Belt buckle facing the target. You can't do anything else. If your hands take over, it doesn't matter about anything else that you do. You're not going to hit the ball properly. You're probably going to catch it thin, and that's when it goes to the other side of the green. So bearing the technique in mind, we're just going to add this little bit of backswing technique in there. And what I want the boys to do in a second is to swing back to 8 o'clock with the left arm. To me, that's going to hit their 56-degree sand wedge 30 yards, which is the second sand circle over there. So swinging back, left arm to 8 o'clock, and then through, hold, belt buckle, facing the target. Okay, boys, over to you. Let's see what we can do. Focusing on where you swing back to, 8 o'clock with the left arm, and then get your belt buckle working. And turn, 1, 2, 3, very good, Will. Okay, and again, both of you a little bit long on that one. Just shorten the backswing. That was probably about 8:35, that length of backswing. So just a little bit shorter with your left arm. Good, Thomas. Well done. Okay, Will. Good try. So the next bit is to hit the ball maybe 50 yards. How do you hit the ball 50 yards with the same club? How can you possibly do that? So let's take the club back to 9 o'clock with the left arm. Just a little bit more backswing, a little bit more rotation of the body from there through. Same follow through. Make sure belt buckle facing the target. That keeps your hands out of play. Okay, guys. So left arm this time, back to 9 o'clock. Okay, guys, 9 o'clock, please. That's it. Focus on the length of backswing. That's what you're working on. Get the club back in position and then belt buckle to the target. So that's using the same club to hit the ball different distances. Don't discount the fact you've got other clubs in your bag. If you have a gap wedge, 52 degrees, you could possibly use that. Or even a pitching wedge, you could use that. Ultimately, you have to make the choice. The more experienced you are, probably the better decision you're going to make. Right, let's move on to the second bit now, which is a little bit more fun for these guys. They're going to go head to head. We've got 5 distance targets out there, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 yards. The objective of this game is to make sure that you finish first. Get to the final target before your opponent. If you don't have sand circles like this at your club, then just put down a couple of umbrellas, a couple of clubs, just something that helps you gauge how far you're hitting it. And of course, the good thing with that is that you can measure different distances as well. So it's really important to measure distance control. So fellas, let's go. First one to finish. So you've got to start off with the first target. Remember the technique, remember the clock. We've talked about all of that. The drills, of course, help us perfect our technique. Right, as we leave them playing this game, I'm sure we'll have a winner pretty soon. Just remember some of the things that we want to do whilst we're pitching. Key thing, belt buckle facing the target. Belt buckle facing the target. That stops your hands taking over. Too many people swing like this, and therefore the leading edge of the club will come through first. That's when you catch it thin, that's when you hit it to the other side of the green. and all hell breaks loose. In terms of how to practice it, try and understand the clock. Your backswing will go back to a certain time. Relate that time to how far it goes. Use different clubs. By the end of the day, you should end up with 13 or 14 different shots to play with different trajectories, all designed to help you play the right shot when you get out onto the golf course. So go back to your club, try it out with your friends.